everyone, my name's Alex and I'm a physiotherapist from Physio Function, and I'm going to be taking this level 3 different strokes exercise class today. So for those of you who are new to us, level 3 classes are designed for individuals who have reasonably good movement in their affected leg but may have some restricted movement in their affected arm. This class is a combination of sitting and standing exercises. So for your standing exercises, make sure you have something to hold on to for balance as needed. So this could be a kitchen bench like I'm using, or a sturdy upright chair or table. And also, please be aware it is a requirement that you have somebody there to supervise you for safety as needed. Okay, so we are into our 3rd week of our upper body strength circuit. So this is our final week in our upper body series. We are going to again be doing a general warm-up firstly, and then going into a circuit of exercises. So today we're going to go through, we've got 6 exercises. We're going to go for a minute, have a short rest, and then complete another minute of each exercise. So it's almost like doing 2 sets of each exercise as we work our way through the circuit of exercises, and then we're going to come to a cool down. So let's get started with a warm-up. We're going to start in sitting to warm ourselves up. So what I want you to do firstly is to make sure your feet are flat on the ground underneath your knees. Sit nice and tall. Try and correct that posture. So grow tall through your spine. And let's just start with taking a few big breaths in and out. Big breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Good, we're going to do 2 more here. Big breath in. Really fill those lungs all the way to the bottom and out. 1 more big breath in and out. Let's start doing some nice shoulder rolls backwards, alternating side. So up, back and around. So for all of these exercises with your affected side, I want you to do as much of the movement as you can, okay? It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to be executing it exactly how I am. I'll try and provide different options, but try and think about doing as much as you can with your affected side, and then just assisting with those bits that you can't. Wonderful. And then let's change direction. Shoulder rolls forwards. If you want, you can get your arms involved a bit. Bit of a front crawl. Good. And then backward. Let's get those arms involved. Try and lean back with the elbows. Keeping that lovely posture nice and tall. Up and away from the back of your chair. Good. Let's place our hands on our right knee. Turn from your waist to look over your right shoulder. Hold there. You could take a nice big breath in and out, really breathing to the bottom of your lungs. Feeling that opening on that left side. Let's bring our hands to our left knee. Turn to the left. Turning from the waist. So use your muscles rather than pulling yourself. Keep that posture. Really breathe into this right lower rib area. Good. We're going to go back to the right, but we're going to add on to this. So hands to the right knee. Turn to look over the right shoulder using your waist or your muscles in your waist. And let's, if you can, we're going to open up that right arm. Now you're just going as far as comfortable here. I don't want you to be forcing it. Back to the middle. Hands on the left knee. Let's turn from the waist to look over the left shoulder. Open up that left arm as an option. You could just stay with your hands on your knee if that's enough for you. And back to the middle. 1 more each way. Hands on the right knee. Open up that right arm. Follow with the head. Remember, you could just be keeping your hands on your knee if you'd like. Back to the middle. Hands on the left knee. Let's turn to look over the left shoulder. Open that arm up and out. Good. And back to the middle. Hands down to the right now. Okay, let's reach that right arm down to the floor, lifting these left ribs up and away from your hips. So with our circuit today, I will be providing some options to use some weights. Back to the middle, let's go the other way. Left hand down, lift those right ribs up and away from your hips. So if you would like to use weights to add a bit of extra resistance, I've got water bottles I'm going to be using. Okay, and repeat the other way. But you could use light hand weights, you could use tins of food, or optionally you don't have to use any weight at all. Back up to the middle, let's go one more time, down to the left. Lift those right ribs up and away. Feel that side body stretch. And back up. Lovely. All right, let's start by doing some marching now. Swing those arms, march those legs rather. Trying to get everything moving. Lovely, keep it going. Build a bit of speed if you would like to. Awesome. Trying to get that breath rate up, heart rate up a little bit. Get ourselves prepared and ready for exercise. Warming those muscles, so bringing some blood to the area, blood to the muscles, which brings nutrients, oxygen. Right, let's side step. Steps out to the side. If you would like, you could add a reach in the opposite direction. Trying to really keep nice and tall again. Lovely, guys. Good. Let's reach up a little bit higher on the diagonal. Good. That's my watch speaking to me. And down. Lovely. And stop there. Okay, we are going to do 30 seconds of sit to stands, and then I'm going to start chatting through our circuit. So get yourself sat towards the front of your chair. Feet are back underneath your knees, nice and tall. Use the arms if you need, but if you can, and your chair is at a height where you can do it without your hands, then that's obviously a really good way of practicing, just focusing on that leg strength. Okay, remember the higher your chair is, the easier this is to perform. So if you're really struggling to stand up, it might be that you need to raise yourself up a little bit, whether you've got a cushion or something you could stick under your bottom, or if there's a chair you could use, or if you've got a perching stool, that can be a really nice piece of equipment that you can practice your sit to stands off. Okay, so we're gonna go for 30 seconds in 3, 2, 1, off we go. We're leaning forward and up. Control down. So you're just going to stand up, sit down. We've got 30 seconds. Just warming those legs up. Doing as many as you can. Really thinking about keeping that weight equal through your legs. Lovely, guys. Okay. All right, we can fit one more in. That's it. Let's do one more. And back down. Fantastic. Okay, so I'm going to talk through our exercises. We're going to be starting the first one in standing. So make sure you're near your support, because we're going to be moving between sitting and standing for these exercises. So the first one we're going to do is a standing exercise. So you can stand with your chair, or you can stand next to the kitchen bench like I'm going to do. We're going to be doing a split stance. So this means we've got 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Now bear in mind, the bigger the step, the harder it is for your balance. So although we're doing an upper body strength circuit today, I have incorporated elements of balance because in life we need to balance when we're using our arms and things just to make it that little bit more functional. So we're going to start with your right leg forward, your left leg back. Okay, holding onto the bench with your right arm. We are going to be thinking about punching forward with our left, pulling back. Punch forward, pull back. That's the movement. Punch forward, pull back. You can hold a weight if you would like to, add a bit more challenge on this side, but you can just do it without. Right hand is there just for balance as you need. If that's too much of a step, you could do it. So you're literally, your right one's just slightly in front of your left. So you're still getting that little bit of a balance challenge, but you can progress eventually to adding either a step a bit further apart or feet a little bit narrower together. Try and aim for feet to be about hip width. Okay? So we're going to go for 1 minute with our right leg forward, left leg back. So find your position. I'm going to get my stopwatch ready. Okay, so right leg forward, left leg back, holding onto the bench with your right arm. We are going to move forward and back. Okay, we're going to go in 3, 2, 1, off we go. So remember as well, having somebody there if you need to. Good. Forward and back. Now if this is really difficult for you or you're not able to hold your balance here, you could practice just having your feet symmetrical, if that's achievable for you. Or you could go into sitting. So you could be in sitting with your right leg forward, left leg back, doing the same thing. We're punching forward and pulling back. Punch, pull back. Try and stay nice and solid through those legs. Weight is equal through front and back leg. Moving at your own pace. Forward and back. Forward, pull back. This is a really nice one because you're not only getting your arms involved, but you're having to get your tummy muscles involved as well. Forward, pull back. Fantastic. Okay, we're going to rest for 30 seconds. So you can have a seat if you'd like to. Grab a drink. But the next one we're going to do is the other side. So you're going to have left leg forward, right leg back. Hold on with your left arm, and we're going to punch with our right. Now, if you wanted to do this in sitting, if you really can't do that in standing without, because of balance, if you sit, again, left leg forward, right leg back, do the same thing here. Okay, so there's a seated option for you. Okay, we're going to go in 3, 2, 1, off we go. Right arm's punching. Big push and pull. Remember, if you're wanting to add your weight, you can hold on to it, push and pull. Make sure you keep breathing. It doesn't have to be quick. I prefer quality over quantity. Good. You're over halfway. Keep going, keep breathing. Push and pull. If you start with weight and you want to stop, you can just carry on without it. It's fine. Main thing is here, we're going to keep ourselves moving as much as we can. That's it. Try and get 2 more out. Last one. And rest. Fantastic. Make your way back to sitting. So, or you can do this standing. So if you'd like to, I'll show you the standing option first, or you can do this in sitting. So if you're standing, we're going to do a row. So again, you can do this with a weight or without a weight. You can have your hands on the side, feet at hip width or slightly wider than hip width apart. We're going to row one arm back, so lean back with your elbow, hand down, row your other arm back. So that's the standing option. You can do this with a weight. You could row, put it down, other arm, row, put it down. Or you could just do one arm and then the next round you can swap to the other side. Or if you're sitting, we're going to do a double arm row. So you're going to sit forward. We can lean slightly forward. We're going to pull back with our elbows and forward. Again, if you wanted to hold on to weights, you could have weight in one arm, weight not in the other arm, or you can have weights in both arms like this, rowing. Okay? So we're going to go for a minute. Get yourselves ready. Off we go. So we're rowing. Good. Nice and controlled here. So then pull back with the elbows, slowly down. Pull back. Again, doesn't have to be with a weight. You could be doing it with a weight on your unaffected side and no weight on your affected side, if you would like. If that's going to be providing an equal challenge on each side. Remember, or you could be standing, you could be alternating. You could just be working on one side at a time. And then the next minute, we're going to work on the other side. Lovely, guys. Keep pulling back with those elbows. Good. That's it. Keep breathing. Lovely. You're nearly there. Awesome. Keep it going. And rest. Okay, we're having our short rest here. 30 seconds rest, then we're going to go again. If you wanted to, if you started in standing and you want to come to sitting for this next round, you can do. Or alternately, if you were sitting, you think, actually, I want to have a go in standing now, make your way up to standing. Again, we're rowing, alternating sides. So I'll show you the standing option now. Okay, so we're going to go in 3, 2, 1. Or remember, you're just repeating the one we just did. Pull back with your elbows, alternating sides. Remember to have your weight nice and equal through your legs when you're doing this one. Good, so you're pulling back, relax, pull back. This is a really good one for your shoulder muscles at the back there. So there's muscles around your shoulder blades, which help with that shoulder stability. Alternate. Remember, if you want to use your weight, pull back, put down, pull back. Again, work on control. Doesn't have to be quick. You don't have to be keeping up with me. You're just working at a pace that suits you. That's it. Let's keep going. You're doing really well, guys. Let's do one more. Each side. And then rest there. Fantastic. Okay. Next exercise. So again, you can do this one in sitting, okay, or you could do it in standing. So we're going to superset these two. So we're going to do a single arm shoulder press, up and down, okay, and then we're going to go into a scapular setting exercise. So this is, we're going back, up, down, together, okay. So we're going to do 1 minute of shoulder presses. We're going to alternate arms for those ones actually. And then into a minute of scapular setting into a T. So we're squeezing back, up, down, relax. Okay? So we're going to superset these two. So 1 minute, shoulder presses up, alternating arms. So on your affected side, you could be assisting up and down. Okay? If you would like, you could do 30 seconds on each side and I'll tell you when to swap. Okay? We are going to go in 3, 2, 1, off we go. So we're reaching up with one arm and down, up with your other arm. If you want it, so again, you could be holding onto a weight on your unaffected, you could be holding onto a weight on both sides. Just trying to move within what ranges is available to you. Again, if you can't get your arm all the way up, you could just be reaching to here. You could just be trying to get to that 90 degrees, that right angle at your shoulder. That's it. Or if you're doing one side at a time, you could swap over now. Good. Lovely, guys. Keep it going. Awesome work. That's it. Good, guys, keep it going. And rest. Okay. So in a moment, we're going to be going from our scapular set up to a T, down, relax. So we're squeezing shoulders back and down, reaching those arms up, back down, together, okay? So we're going to go in about 10 seconds. Again, if you would like to do this in standing, you can do as a bit of an extra balance challenge. Just make sure you've got a support nearby as you need. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, off we go. We're setting our shoulders back, raising up, back down, relax. Okay, you don't have to get all the way up to the T, but think about setting the shoulders back and trying to keep them back as we move. Good. Shoulders back, but we're keeping those ribs knitted down. We're not letting them flare up. Lovely. And again, you're just moving on that affected side as much as you can. Now you might only be getting up a little way, that's fine. Shoulders back, up, down, relax. Good. Shoulders back, up, down, relax. Fantastic. Set those shoulders. Up, down, relax. Good. Set those shoulders. Up, down, relax. Fantastic. Awesome work. Okay. The next one we're going to do is a high pull. So we are holding on, again, you can hold your weights if you'd like to. Okay. Or you can go without them. We are going, if you're going with your weights, have your feet a bit wider because we're going to be pulling up and back. We might actually hold one. My bottles are a bit big. So you can hold your weight here. We're pulling up and down. So pulling up to your chest. Okay. If you're standing, we are here. We're pulling up. Think about leading up with those elbows, up and back, just to our chest height. Again, you could be holding your hands together here and just practicing that upward motion. Okay, so pick something that works for you. Remember, we're going within your pain limits as well. None of this should be painful. Okay, and so we are going to pull up and then we are going to superset this one again with our T's. Okay, we're going to go for 1 minute of our high pulls and then we're going to go straight back into our T's. Okay, scapular setting. So, you ready? Set. Off we go. With or without your weight, we're pulling up and down. Up and down. Remember, if you're standing, we're going up and down here. Really focusing on your balance as well. If you're doing your standing, we are just really keeping things symmetrical. I want you to as well be in front of the support so that you've got your support there if you need it, and you've got your assistant supervising you as required, just so you can help with your balance. So really lead up with the elbows and down. But notice I'm not letting my shoulders shrug all the way up. Okay, we're working on those shoulder muscles here. But we're not letting them come all the way up to our ears. Good. That's it, guys. You're nearly there. We're nearly there. Keep it going. One more here. And relax. Okay, short rest and then back into our shoulder set. T, down, relax. Okay, then we have one more exercise and then you're done. Okay, so we're going to go in about 10 seconds. Again, if you wanted to be standing for this one, have your support in front of you. Okay, you could always alternate arms if you need a support. Okay, we're going to go in 3, 2, 1. We're setting shoulders back, up to a T, back down, and together. If you're here again, focus on those shoulders sitting back and down. Try and keep those shoulders back. So it's not a massive movement. We're just not letting our shoulders and everything come forward. We're trying to keep that open chest. So shoulders back and down, hands facing forward, up, down, together. So it's a really nice postural exercise. If you wanted, if the T's a bit much, you could just be working here. Just working on that shoulder blade setting down low. Or coming here, reaching up here and down. Good. Lovely, guys. You've got one more after this and then we're done. Good. Fantastic. And rest. Awesome. Okay, the last exercise we're going to be doing is our push-up into a downward dog. So having your sturdy supports has to be something nice and sturdy here, okay, because we're going to be standing in front of the support with feet hip width apart, hands on the support. Now it can be together to support your affected arm if you would like to, or if you have the ability, have them about shoulder width apart. So if you're on the chair, you would have them here. Make sure it's a sturdy chair, okay, because you'll be lowering your chest down and pushing up. Okay, so from the side, it would be we're coming down, up, and then, so let's start with our feet a bit further out, and then we're coming into a down dog. Okay, so back. So we're going down, push up, then we're shifting our bottom back into a downward dog. So here, for our modified downward dog, I want you to really think about drawing up to your tummy and sticking your bottom back. Imagine there's an open set of drawers behind you, so like this, and you're trying to shut the drawer with your bottom, basically. That's a good cue. I just happen to have a drawer I can demonstrate with. So we're lowering our chest down to the side, and then we're shutting a drawer behind us with our bottom. Okay, so that's how we do our downward dog. We're going to go for 1 minute. This is nice and slow and controlled. Okay, so have your hands where you want them. Again, we're lowering our chest down, but we're keeping our back straight. I then want you to shift your bottom back. Remember, as if you're shutting the drawer with your bottom. Now, if you're close, you don't have to have straight arms, okay? So, push up. Shift your bottom back. You can always slide your hands forward here. Okay? Press up. Or your feet could be further away. Bottom back as if you're shutting the drawer. Knees can bend a little bit. Push up. Shift your bottom back as if you're shutting that drawer behind you. Keep some weight through your hands. Push up. Bottom back. Shut that drawer behind you. Chest towards the side. Shift your bottom back. Okay, again, doesn't have to be a big movement. Good, have a rest there. So it's not big at all. It's just learning about those different parts of weight shifting forward and backwards. So we're using our arms here for the press up, and then we're shifting our weight back with our bottom. So working on that hip hinge. Okay, hip hinges are really important if you are going to be going for sitting, for standing, for reaching down for things. It helps protect our back if we know how to hip hinge properly. Okay, we're going to go one more time and then you're done. So get yourself in your push-up position. Off we go again. So we're pushing up, push, and then hip hinge back for your downward dog. Push up, hip hinge back. Again, doesn't have to be a big movement. You see, I'm not doing a big movement here. I'm lowering my chest to the bench for my push-up, then bottom back for my downward dog. Push up, bottom back for my downward dog. So it's just a little hip hinge. Nice and controlled. Shut that drawer behind you with your bottom. Push up. Shut the drawer with your bottom. One more. And then relax. Awesome work, guys. Come to a seated position for our cool down. Really good work. There's some challenging exercises in that circuit, so well done. So remember as well, there are loads of other classes on this, on the Different Strokes Facebook group and the Different Strokes YouTube page. So please check them out. We would recommend you doing at least another 2 to 4 classes a week, okay, to really get the most out of them and be meeting those government recommendations for exercise. So what I would suggest is that if you were going to be doing a few of these classes a week, is pick one like your upper body session today. You could pick a lower body and then a general, either like a core, a cardio, a balance, or a full body session. And that would give you a really nice rounded week. If you're really wanting to work on your upper body or your lower body, then you could do a couple of those ones in your week and then pick the third one as whatever you'd like. But try and think about getting a nice rounded set of exercises in your week, so you're working on the whole body over the period of the 7 days. Okay, so let's sit nice and tall in our chair. We're going to slide our arms forward, round that upper back, drop that head into chest, option to clasp your hands. Feel that stretch across your upper back. Take some nice big breaths in and out. Good, and then sit nice and tall. Let's slide those hands back on our thighs. We open that chest up. You can bring your hands around to your hips or back of your back, base of your back if that's available to you. Squeeze those shoulders back together and feel that opening in your chest. Keep your neck nice and long, chin tucked in. And breathe here. Nice breaths. Good, and then let's have our hands on our right knee. Turn to the right, option again to open our arm up. Big breath here. And back to the middle, hands to the left, turning, option to bring that left arm out. Just try and let your neck relax as well, no strain. And come back to the middle. Let's do 3 big breaths, shrugging our shoulders up and then letting them go as we breathe out. So we're going to breathe in and out. Let them all go. And again, big breath in and out. Let everything go. One more, breathe in and out. Lovely. Give everything a nice wiggle and a shake. Let it all go. Wonderful. Thank you so much for joining me for this class this week. So next week we are going to be going on to some lower body exercises. So we're going to do a lower body series, which will incorporate some exercises that are beneficial for knee control as requested by somebody. So thank you very much for whoever suggested or requested that. Remember, if you want to see anything, want me to include anything, please leave a comment or send a message to the Different Strokes group. They do get them to me, so I will try my best to include them for you. Yeah, and have a great week. If you've done the class, give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I can't wait to see you all again next week. Take care, look after yourselves, bye.